very common question is, who pays my medical bills after I've been hurt by somebody, like in a car wreck or whatever? And that comes up so often. And it's a great question because a lot of people think their insurance company, for example, might pay my medical bills. If I went to the ER or something after a wreck, then they should pay. And it makes sense. It makes intuitive sense that that should happen, but it doesn't. The insurance company for the other driver is not going to pay your medical bills as you go along because there's a lot of reasons. But one is, I think they feel like they're admitting they did something wrong if they pay your medical bills. The other is they don't want to be the administering all those payments. It gets complicated and time consuming for them to pay every time you go to the doctor. So they're just not going to do it no matter how obviously at fault they are. Instead, what they do is you just go to the doctor as you normally would, as if you weren't even hurt by somebody else. And your insurance pays according to your insurance contract, whether it's Medicare, Medicaid, private health insurance, insurance from the exchange, all those different types of health insurance will just pay for your treatment like they normally would. Then, in a settlement package, we include all of those bills to the insurance company, and that's when they take into account your cost of medical treatment in the lump sum settlement. So that's the typical way it works, and a lot of people think the insurance company should pay as you go along. They're just not going to do that. They just don't do that. Instead, they pay in a lump sum at the end of your case. And so you're responsible for paying your medical bills, or your insurance company is, as you go along throughout the case. And that can be a real problem sometimes because, of course, a lot of people don't have health insurance. And so it can be a bit of an issue, and there are some workarounds for that we can talk to our clients about to help them get the medical treatment they need if they don't have insurance. But that's how the payment of medical bills works in the typical injury case.